I stayed at the ibis Styles Paris Gare de l'Est Château Landon recently, and I'm going to give my honest thoughts about it. For the best price for this hotel, check out the links in the description. Arrival and check-in experience. When we arrived at Maison Eugénie, the check-in process was super smooth, and the staff greeted us with warm smiles. They quickly sorted out our room keys and even offered to help with our luggage, which was a nice touch after a long journey. The lobby had a chill vibe, and we were excited to kick off our Paris adventure right away. Room, bathroom, and amenities. The room was pretty spacious and had a modern vibe, which I really liked. The bathroom had a bathtub, but honestly, it could use a little TLC since there were some signs of wear and tear. Plus, I missed having a kettle for my morning coffee fix. Would have been nice to have a cup while getting ready. Location and surroundings. The location of the ibis Styles Paris Gare de l'Est Château Landon is pretty awesome. It's just a short walk from Gare de l'Est and Gare du Nord, making it super convenient for hopping on trains or the metro. Plus, there are some cool spots nearby, like the Canal Saint-Martin, perfect for a leisurely stroll, and plenty of restaurants to grab a bite after a day of exploring. Food, drinks, and dining options. When it comes to food, I was pleasantly surprised by the breakfast at the ibis Styles Paris Gare de l'Est Château Landon. The buffet had a great variety. Think fresh fruits, pastries, cheeses, and plenty of coffee to fuel my day of exploring Paris. I could grab a plate and take some food back to my room if I wanted a more relaxed start to my morning, which was a nice touch. Plus, kids under 12 eat for free, which is a bonus for families. Even though it got a bit crowded at peak times, the staff were super friendly and worked hard to keep everything stocked up. Overall, it was a solid way to kick off my days in the city. What's it like to stay here? Staying here is like having a cozy little base right in the heart of Paris. The location is super convenient, just a short walk from Gare de l'Est, which made hopping on the metro a breeze. I loved that my room was soundproofed, so I could escape the hustle and bustle outside, even though I could hear the trains if I really listened. The vibe is modern and bright, which made coming back after a day of exploring feel refreshing. The staff were friendly and always ready to help, which added to the welcoming atmosphere. I enjoyed the breakfast spread, even if it got a bit crowded at peak times. It was a great way to fuel up for a day of sightseeing. Plus, the free foosball table in the lobby was a fun touch for some downtime. Overall, it was a solid stay. Nothing too fancy, but definitely comfortable and practical for a city trip. Let's take a look at the pros and cons. Here's what I liked about the hotel. Great location. Being so close to Gare de l'Est and the metro makes exploring Paris super easy. I loved hopping on the metro to reach all the main attractions without any hassle. Friendly staff. The staff were really helpful and welcoming. They answered all my questions and made me feel at home, which is a big plus when you're in a foreign city. Spacious rooms. I was pleasantly surprised by how spacious the room was. It was perfect for relaxing after a long day of sightseeing. Good breakfast. The breakfast spread was decent with a variety of options. It was a great way to start the day before heading out to explore. Here's what I disliked about the hotel. No coffee, tea facilities. I really missed having a kettle in the room. It would have been nice to enjoy a cup of tea or coffee first thing in the morning without having to head down to the lobby. My overall rating for this hotel would be 7.6. So, would I stay here again? Honestly, I would consider it for a quick trip to Paris. The location is super convenient, especially being so close to the metro and train stations, which makes getting around a breeze. However, I definitely hope for some improvements, like better air conditioning and maybe a kettle in the room for that morning coffee fix. Overall, it's a decent spot if you're not planning to spend too much time in the hotel itself. Thanks for watching. I added links from all hotel booking providers in the description, so you can find the best price for this hotel. Make sure you check out the description below.